Namago, Asagba of Asaba. Oni ogene, obigwe. Odogbo haba. Abi, igwe. Akudo haba. Ojisi omodi. Ogbeshi no. Ndị Namago. Agu. Obi Agu. All the traditional rulers, I welcome you. And most importantly, our special guest, most distinguished barrister Prince Ned Nwoko, representing us at the Senate. We appreciate you, welcome you to the Palace of Royal Majesty. And of course, at this point in time, it behoves of me to let you know, I know that most distinguished knows His Royal Majesty. It was met in London, but it behoves on me to appreciate, because we venerate our Royal Father. And by the grace of Almighty Father, that is above the 14th Asagba of Asaba, the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the DG Nigerian Institute for Advanced Legal Studies for 2 terms, of course a fellow, and holds the order, an officer of the Order of Niger, and a Knight of Papal Knight of St. Gregory. And I can say that he was the first African as a president of the Commonwealth Court of Arbitration and Conflict Resolution. Please, I will appreciate that. Royal Majesty wants me to welcome all of you. But as a royal father, if you get to the palace, there are special things to be done, especially when a prince and a senator comes into this palace. At this point in time, let me just tell you that I'm simply Silva Ofogo, the Chief Press Secretary to His Royal Majesty. Clap for me now. Thank you very much. And at this point in time, I'd like to welcome Chief Barrister Bokolo, and of course, is the Akudo of Aba. Akudo Aba.
Nnagu, Ogagu, most distinguished Senator, we welcome you to the Palace of His Royal Majesty, the Asagba of Asaba. You are most welcome, sir. Having welcomed you, I think the first ritual or first ceremony we need to take is to greet His Royal Majesty. So please accept the traditional rulers here. I will plead that everybody here seated will stand, so we greet His Royal Majesty 3 times, so we can commence the ceremony. Okay. Nago. Ndi obi ago. Obi ago. Your prince, you're welcome, sir. One day. Ago. Odogbo abi. Oni ogene. Ndị obi agụ nọ. Onwe ishi na abụọ. Onye na-obi ya kweli. Biko nọ na Biko Asaba asị ka ịgwa nọ na ya abụọ ọjị. Ọjị Asaba ji asị Senator nnọọ ya dị awọ n'ihu. Ife anyị ga-eme na bụ na my elder brother Balaka is a Silva Ofogo introduced the onye Asaba like we keep on saying most times I had like him so much introduction because now Oyibo emega the line is if you punch your gogo teenage years or what was I defend also so assignment but to receive us Senator a son of the soil so normal everybody but for some people when they name at the Pamakai with the value Majesty place on the visitors. We'll make careful, call it a point of duty. Today we just finished with Asaba Council meeting, so that was a very busy day. Obviously, Odogu of Asaba for today is the next in line of traditional authority in Asaba. So Odogu will be Wednesday, Odue. Ndị enu anyị niile ma ndị Asaba sị na Odogwu adị abụga ine ife aja akpọ mmadụ Odogwu ife anyị mmadụ na Odogwu ka ọ bụ. So Odogwu bụkwa political bulldozer, and ama m na ọ dịka bulldozer go sometimes for our senator. So it's a very good visit. Right? From London, Kunu okay. So the next person bụ Onihe of Asaba. Onihe bụ Chief Obaka Ato. Obi Obaka Ato bụ our Onihe of Asaba. Onihe ọ ga-adịla mma. Onihe Ogene daalụ nna. Nke na ya pịa golf, a great golfer, and o nwekwa ife anyị ji wee mala. Ese ka alụ akpụ anyị, ndị ahụ Asaba na-agba mkpụ anyị, mana o nwere nke Onihe wee na-agbapụ n'elu. Ọ sọkwa anyị ọ na-aga afịa ọfụma ọfụma. I will exploited even if one put them na Russia. Most distinguished senator, we take your permission. Can I introduce you and what is the palace chief? So now I got the professor who is doing a job at Star University, Sports University of Nigeria, for our son, a palace chief, and Ani high premium, high place on him, and I am very sure. If I be there, no Russia, they are like him to put another one. Naboja, Tinu Puek, all was all at the level. I was chief, right? Professor Chief Ndoka, right? Somebody of Asaba. And there was also our sons is a professor, my own brother, Nna Akuna, now Professor Dr. Uche Orai, one of the finest politicians. All the kids we have with Abubakar, it was a face here, but when you come to thinking about politicians in Asaba, or by another politics, more will make up my mind than that politician. Because he's a man we have been looking up to when it comes to letters. On the very good, very good, better than so many lawyers. How can they make a very fine submission and court? Don't know that the lemma. All the Kumak I mentioned, and the two Orais are from the immediate family of the present Asagba of Asaba. So, all the Kumak I took like that. Asaba and Yebono, Obuloje, but their internal family, and that is where they all come from. So now, Ndiji, Asagba of Asaba for today. So now, because the budget they are Obulogo, I've been waiting for your directive. I got it. When I had the money church, who get Melanie, Umwani Gapani, Ubudani Wahavaga Juloyi, and Yamaga Julupoi, Delta State Gajuloyi. I got told you at Tata Willie, Fendi Akaina, you're still at Christ, good. You said,
I Asagba
Because Kaipu no Chikaipu na Manya. Biko nna agwa awagola anyị ọjị tụọ mmanya na at least ife a na-emela anyị ka o mele mmanya bụ tụpụ libation ka ndị nna anyị bi na dikwe ma dị na senator anyị ga-agafụ anyị tata so na ife anyị nwezi ike ime na bụ nna anyị bịa ifụ anyị bụ our representative as na awụ adị agba ọsọ dị ife for nothing ọ ga-enwe iri ife ọ ga-achọ ịtakwunye nna anyị ahụ so na this is the right time iji takwunye ya mana ọ bụkwa na onwe any person so na the entourage ịma na senator ọ bụ ofu onye a ga-adị ọsụpụrụ microphone nye ama m na akpụnụ si na-abịa onye ọbụla nwe nke ọ na-alụ na ọ bụzi na etu nru n'ụwa ọ ga-enwe iri onye ọ ga-abụ ọlụ a ị ga-ekwuru ọtọ bịa introduce ele anyị the big masquerade anyị fụzi aka anyị adịka mmadụ onye ọgwụ for now after the introduction amazi onye ọgwụ o nwezi ife ọ ga-ekwu o nwekwa ndị ọzọ important dignitaries so na this your entourage unu need for introduce before you bring up the senator ọ gwazi ahụ ife mee
Thank you very much. At this point in time, what the I will the microphone in Professor of Immense repute, former Vice Chancellor of Tanzania University, now Vice Chancellor of Sports University, Chief Professor Ndoka. Right? Would you say Omodi? Say no Omodi. Hello, sir. Hello. No, you will talk.
Namago. Odogwabe. Onishogene. Ndị obi agụ ogbueshina nke onye rikwa ya kwere ife mere bụ na oke mmanwụ obi ebe a tata oke mmanwụ bịa n'ebe a tata ana oje ga-abịa sị ka anyị so na-abịa maka ụdị n'ijewo adị eji anọfụ onye ọbịa bụ onye amarị nọ onwe ife a na-akpọ ndị oyibo si a man who has conquered the frontiers of human endurance o jego North Pole nata and inekwa anya o mekwara ndị be anyị ife mekwara ndị bewa ife akwụkwọ university ọlụ tata ọma ife me the 100 level students of last year went to a scholarship.
Wow.
What do you come on? I'm not going to phone, but you check a ring. I'll borrow for scholarship of those students. I'm not going to know or when I can't why I'm going to university. I don't know. You can't be the 10th place in the vice chancellor of a university. No, we need to go for at different universities on scholarship. I know I did go to university, I have from the beginning for long. Or contest, we member of House of Representatives. We when the Benny. In Kewagapa, you contest as a senator. Contest win. So today, he is a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So give. And only for name is the one on a prepare. Sina hege mwelele anioma. And anioma oneku. Unekwa na historically. Omo ya bidwa. Our fathers bidwa. Osadebewa. Onyawa. Nukezewa. Arewa na eka wancha. But all this is called a milli. We volunteer. And all the can I age again. And I need to wait. Like if I'm for him, only 14 yaka, or they are succeed. And can why I'm very proud to be the vice chancellor of this university. I'm the vice chancellor now. I'll be all say, GKH. Ewa Hanoya. In our school, you can go to see. I'm very happy that I'm the vice chancellor. So, you can also come out. Now, Biakwa is a prince of the royal family of Nwoko. And our respect for traditional institutions. The fact in our Tata indicates the respect to not only for Asaba, but the traditional institution. So I'm very happy, very proud to be associated with you. So Ndibani, meet Prince, Senator, distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic, Ned Nwoko, Vice Chancellor of Sports University of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Sir.
Ago. My brother, your devil himself, Abi. Only here. If only early, I'm going to save up money for it. Prof. You know, you turn to your left, you turn to your right, you go to your front. Everybody in Asaba, every remarkable Asaba man is a professor. As a matter of fact, probably Asaba parades more professors than Ekiti State. You know, so we just have to document it to show the level of your education and exposure over the years. So I'm in the midst of very educated and informed people. And I'm very happy today to be before you. I know your family. Just like as I also know the immediate pastor, Asaba. I have no doubt whatsoever that your reign will be fruitful. It will be one of those where there will be remarkable progress in Asaba, in Anioma, and in Delta as a whole. I am personally looking up to you to lead the Council of Traditional Rulers in Delta State. You know, with your education, your experience, your exposure, and the location of Asaba as the capital, that is an obligation that you take up as soon as possible. Nobody will take it from him or from us. It's just like saying that somebody will take the place of the Oni of Ife in his state, or somebody will take the place of the Obo Benin in the Edo state. Is that possible?
No.
Okay, so I don't need to talk anymore about that. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. I am always going to be with you. You know, there are only two things I'll talk on briefly. The first one is about one or two projects that I'm championing. Some months ago, or just over a year ago, when we were campaigning, we went through Oko Road, from Oko to Opai, and we saw a lot of, the Oko, have you ever been to that place before? I'm sure you haven't. When you cook it, you won't go there. But I was there, and you've been there. It's terrible. Probably the worst road in Nigeria, that road. And so I promised them that we'll make it good. It will be built. And so it is now in the budget. That road, that is the coastal road. Because it leads from Asaba here. From the Asaba, that's what I'm talking about it. Through Oko to Obai. Abo, I say, all the way to Patani. It's a coastal road. It will actually link up to the other coastal road that's come from Lagos, which will make journey easier to this area. The upgrade of the College of Education Technical into the University of Technology is something that I know that you would have also done yourself. And I know that every Anima person wants that done. So I'm doing it and it will be done. We've just gone through the second reading of the bill. Ordinarily, I would have said, okay, let me go come and consult with you to know whether you want it or not. But I know what you want. I just told you are a city of professors. That a federal college of technology is good for our people. And I'm also sure you've heard about my issues with the government about the water project in Ogwashuku. I began the project as a House of Rep member. I understand the importance of water, as we all do. But more importantly, I feel that if we have a dam for household use, we can also extend it to irrigation for our farms, so that our farmers can farm all year round without having to wait for the rain. Now, federal government has built that dam. They've done their own part. There is nothing more for federal government to do. They've handed it over to Benin O&M Basin Authority to manage. What is now left is for the state to build the water treatment plant that will send the water out. That dam actually has three purposes. One is the household use, the other one is the irrigation, and of course for power generation where possible. So what is left now is for that. I know that there's water problem virtually in all part of Delta, but that this will serve up to Asaba. It will serve up to Obuloko, down to Isoloko, down to Munede, and about 66 communities. So it's a very important water project. Of course, we also have the biopower plant. I don't know whether, as we speak now, if you are on generator or NEPA, I don't know. But I know that there are power issues in Delta North, as we have in Nigeria. But as far back as 2005, Obasanjo commissioned the biopower plant. It includes Anyoma, roughly Anyoma area. Contract was awarded to 2 companies. It wasn't done. When I met with the Minister of Power, he told me, look, the issue is not just about money. The federal government is reluctant to pay for it because if they do, it will mean stepping down 100 megawatts to serve Delta North. And that will mean ultimately 100 megawatts less as going to Abuja, because the 1,000 megawatts goes to Onitsha, sorry, Anambra State, goes to Kogi and then to Abuja. But just like the Awashuku Dam, I came up with an idea with the governor. I told him, look, these projects are for our people. They are not for Abuja people. They are not for Kogi people. They are for Anyoma people at the end of the day. If we have light, it is for Anyoma. If we have water, it's for Anyoma. If we have road, it's for Anyoma. I know that there are other competing interests and projects. But if, as he kept saying about lack of funds, I said, no, I cannot go to my people and explain to them that we don't have money. We have money. Delta State today is the richest state in Nigeria, secured by previous governments, which is also in the public domain. Everybody knows that because the governor's media people have said that there's so much loan from previous government and this how much has been paid. Absolutely. There are financiers that have come to meet with me in Abuja. They are prepared to provide the funding for these 2 projects. And they're only asking for one thing. They're asking for guarantee from the state government that they are able to collect their money over 20 years, 24 years or so. They just need those guarantees, and then it will be done. That's the point where we are. Person who is in charge of Anyoma, and by extension the state, which will be eventually. I should bring this to your attention that such issues are pending. I'm sure by January or so, when you've gone through all your formalities, we can sit down and talk more about these matters so that you will know where we are and what has to be done. But having said that, And having met the Minister for National Planning, they are thinking of exceptionally making money available for that step down to be done. So we're making some progress from federal government. As your senator, there are so many things, but I cannot stand here now and tell you. There are so many things that I'm doing that the people are aware of. I'm also aware that there might be one or two things that you want me to do with your chiefs, and there's some people that you want me to do, but I've not been able to capture it in the scheme of things. So I'm available. If there are areas, it could be in education, beyond what I've done. It could be roads, beyond what I've done, or street lights, or whatever it is. I am available to address them. It's something that the President and I have also discussed. President of the Senate, the leadership of the Senate, and the House of Reps. I know and I feel that an Anyoma state will be created. We just need your blessing and your advice and your support to make it happen. Many years ago, not many people know this, but many years ago, there was a meeting in my house in Abuja. Do you remember that? When we had to discuss Anyoma and other things. So I know that you are fully in support of this project. Let me not bore you anymore, other than to say that if you ask the average Anyoma son or daughter today to choose between Anyoma, APC, PDP, Labour Party, SDP, what do you think? Let me ask you, what do you think if I ask you to choose these three or four, what will you do? Anyoma, precisely. So the point is that Anyoma is not about party. It's not a political party. So wherever we are going to be to make it happen, that's where we'll be. But when it comes to that time, I'll come again and we'll talk about it. But I will ask for some private talk with the two kings who are here. And the third one has, I think it says he's missing his way. He doesn't know this place. He's from Abavo. There's a view of Abavo. The other one that came from Ndokwa has gone because he said it was getting late. He couldn't wait. So I've asked for your indulgence to have a private meeting with them. With or without me, it doesn't matter. Ago. Dalun. Thank you. Dalun, thank you.
Ọsọgbugo anyị bụ nke ikwubo. A sị na afọ okenye afọ ogologo ime ya, anyị afụgo sinetọ kweli na anyị nwe sinetọ. So anyị sị ka anyị sị daalụ. Agwa asị ka ike na-echi nne. Ọ bụ so ebu a ka iwenete. Iwenete nwa na-abụ ịlụsịgọkwa n'ife ọbụla izi. Ya ka ikwu na nsị Anyoma n'Okwu University a. O wenete ya na nwa na-abụ onwezi ife ọzọ. So ọ ga-adịla ya mma. Biko nna anyị ekwugo okwu mana ịma na akwụkwọ si ya na maybe all grant is your private request. Ọ bụrụ na achọkwa m jump gun mana ama m na as a prince na etu anyị bịakọ na ọ ga-enweri ọjị mkpụrụ isi iji wee bịa. So na ọ ga-aka mma ọ bụ na o nwee mkpụrụ ọjị isi eji wee bịa agwụ ga-ekpenye ekpele weli mmụọ dị na ha basue onye ọ bụ duty ya i-present ya bụ ọjị mkpụrụ isi o present anyị anabata oge both the presentation and everything agwụ nna anyị agwụ asagbuluzie nwa ncha
ozugbo ka nna m abụ
ahụ dị mma ije niile ị na-eje ị ga-eje ọfụma ọ na-akpọ n'ihu ịnọdụ n'azụ ọ na-akpọ n'azụ ịnọdụ n'ihu Chukwu ga na-echebe ya ife niile dị mma ibu n'obi maka anyị ọma maka anyị ncha Chukwu ga-emezuwa ncha ife ga-akọ ịbụ ọya ife ga-akọ ịbụ agụụ ife ga-akọ ịbụ ọnwụ Chukwu ga-edebe gọzikwa ya ilolo ị ga-eji na-elopụta ife ị ga-emela anyị Prince Ned Nwoko Nwadei Olinzelani no because it can harm everybody. For me, this is a very historic and memorable visit by a long-time friend of mine and fellow traveler, if I have to say so. I cannot begin to recount our many engagements and encounters. So the projects, because we have laid the foundation over a period of time, and you're only trying to cement what you have long begun. I welcome you wholeheartedly today. I am not unaware of the fact that shortly after my coronation that you were unable to attend, you sent your emissaries with a lot of gifts, both drinks and of monetary value. You are coming today again. For me is very significant because it underscores the fact that you hold the stool in high esteem, and you as a politician, you will always wonder us on how you are faring in Abuja. I have followed with keen interest the progress you have been making, your milestone accomplishments, and the innovative, dynamic, and strategic strides you have been taking. We can only but commend you. We salute you for your industry. We applaud you for the initiatives, especially those of us from this part. We commend you for the Anioma project. And we are hopeful that in the fullness of time, it will become a reality. Transformation of the Federal College of Education to a full-fledged university. It has been the dream of any Asaba son and daughter that Asaba should ordinarily have a federal university. In the landscape of this country, it is on record that Asaba is the only state capital without a federal university. Why that will be the case, I wouldn't know. On our own part, before taking up this position, wishes of my predecessor that we should have a federal university, if not for any other reason, for it to serve as a compensation to Asaba people, for those Asaba sons and daughters that were dastardly massacred in 1967. So for us, the push you are making is one that resonates so well with us. And we pray that it happens, and that when it does, that Asaba people will be so proud of you, and that even my predecessor in his grave will be smiling. So for us, it is a bold gesture, and we cannot but wish you well. There are so many other undertakings related to what you are doing in the Senate, and we cannot but recount as much as we can. But you have briefed us about so many, the dam project, the road project, and many more. But one thing I must commend you is your capacity and your ability to build bridges. When I mean building bridges, building political bridges. You are not of the ruling party in Abuja, but still you are able to move easily to achieve what you want to achieve. The National Minister for National Planning that you talked about is an APC minister. The Chief of Staff that you are so close to is also an APC Chief of Staff. But that you are able to navigate and to get what you want from these people can only amount to an ingenuity on your part. So we cannot underestimate your capacity, but in saying so, we are also wishing you well. You are a man of class. A lot of dedication, a lot of commitment, result-oriented. You are a goal-getter. So we cannot in any way underestimate what you are capable of achieving for our people going forward. So we want to wish you well. We want to thank you. We also want to assure you of our support and cooperation at all times. That whatever you feel that you think we can do for you, in form of support or otherwise, definitely we will. We talk a lot on the phone. Even yesterday we spoke. I didn't even know that you are in town, but you only said that you will want to have a meeting or you want to see me. And here you are with your entourage of eminent and distinguished Anioma sons and daughters. I appreciate that, and on behalf of this kingdom and on behalf of this land we venerate, Asaba land, we want to tell you that we are so happy with you, we are proud of you, and that in anything you are doing, you will always have our blessings, and that as you go, you will go with our blessing, the blessing of this land, and that God will always protect you and lead you and give you the wisdom so that you continue to project and propagate the Anioma philosophy, and that in the fullness of time, like I said, it will become a reality. And we will all stand to benefit from it immeasurably. So on that note, distinguished Senator, I welcome you and I thank you for coming. Thank you very much.